my beautiful people, welcome back. It's a very cold and rainy day outside, so it's really nice to be inside the studio with HOA. Today we're going to be doing something really fun that I haven't done with before that I'm very excited about. I saw on Facebook the other day a video by Pour Away Fluid Arts where they were using these 3D printed templates and using resin to fill them in, and the one that I had recently seen was kind of like a sun catcher. It was really, really cool, and I spoke with Johnny from Pour Away Fluid Arts, and he was very kind and sent me a few of these to play with. And then of course I saw another video and I kind of went crazy and I went and bought a bunch more because they look like so much fun and they look really easy to use, but also with a lot of different possibilities for creativity. So I'm very excited. So let's get started. I'll show you what I'm talking about. First of all, their packaging is awesome. I felt like I was opening Christmas presents when I opened everything up and was playing with it. So this is the first one that I saw that I'm super excited about. They send you this template. This is a 3D printed, some composite, is that the right word, HOA? For the filament that's used. And this is a design that's printed, and it kind of is like a stencil for resin. And I also purchased this aluminum substrate. It's a 12 by 12 aluminum panel, and we're going to use resin to adhere the template onto the aluminum panel, and then we're going to fill this up with resin once the first part has cured. So this is going to be two parts. The first part we're going to do this one and a couple of other ones that I have, and then once this is all dry we're going to do one of them and fill it up on camera, and it'll be really, really neat. So the very first thing that I did, this aluminum panel and the other two came wrapped with, this one has a clear piece of plastic on the other side, but there was one on this side too. So I took off that protective layer, and then they recommend that you use isopropyl alcohol and clean off the substrate very, very well. Let me show you the other ones that I have too, and the one that we're going to be working on today. This one is so pretty. This is the one I'm excited about. This one is a, ooh, gotta be careful. It's still flexible. This one is plexiglass, and I have cleaned this one off with alcohol as well. So this is the plexiglass, and then this is a 3D template of a tree, which I'm really excited about. I love this design. I think it's so beautiful. You can find their website at www.pourawayfluidarts. Awesome stuff. They're also on Facebook, so go check out their videos. And it's just really cool, the progression of how it's led to this. I initially saw some videos where he was actually bending copper wire, and I was like, wow, that's cool. So to see how it's progressed to a 3D printed filament that's lightweight and easy to ship and easy to use is really kind of awesome. So good job, Johnny. All right, so yeah, so I have that one, and then I have one other one. This is kind of like a sun mandala also. I have left the protective backing on the other side of the plexiglass for right now, just to keep it safe from any resin, not let it get dirty. All right, so.
And those clear ones is probably going to look like stained glass.
Yeah, it's going to look like a sun catcher kind of. And that's a 12 by 12, so you could get a 12 by 12 frame and stick them right in there and stick it in the window. All right, a couple of things. I'm using Art Resin tonight. I really like Art Resin. It's on their website, says that because it's safe, so you don't actually need to use a respirator or a mask. I'm going to go ahead and recommend that you use a respirator or a mask anyway while you're mixing it up for the 3 minutes that you have to mix it up. Better safe than sorry. So that's the one thing, Art Resin. I got the Art Resin from Fluid Art Co., which is www.fluid-art.co. That's the Art Resin. This is the 1 gallon of each, the hardener and the resin. It also comes in a half-gallon size, and I think you can get a 16-ounce size too, which is pretty nifty. I have actually mixed up the resin already. The other thing I wanted to show you is this very cool mat that is here. This is a heating pad, actually. This is a silicone mat from Fluid Art Co. also, but underneath here, this is a heating mat that I got off of Amazon. I think it was like $30, but it's very warm, which actually feels lovely on my hands. And I've had the resin sitting on there for about an hour or so, just to warm it up a little bit. When the resin is cold, it's a lot thicker and it's a lot harder to mix, and when you mix it, you get a lot more bubbles. When it's been warmed up on the heating pad, you can actually see a visible difference. It's a lot thinner, it mixes a lot easier, it's a lot easier to stir, you have a lot less bubbles because it's not so thick and chunky. This is the cup of resin that we just mixed up about 10 minutes ago, so it's probably got another half an hour of life left in it. That's 50-50 ratio to the hardener to the resin, so I have 3 ounces of resin and 3 ounces of hardener in here. It is kind of bubbly, but that's okay because we're going to be putting down such a small amount on each one and torching it that it's not even going to, air bubbles are not going to be a factor. So check out the mats on Amazon. Heating mat for resin. It's like 35 bucks. They're really awesome. If you know someone who likes to work with resin, that would be a great gift. So I also have a little reindeer mold standing by here just in case we have some resin left over. I'm not entirely positive how much it's going to take for each of these. We don't want a huge thick layer on there. It's literally just to stick the 3D stencil on there, and then whatever's left over I'll just pour in a little reindeer. So let's get started because I'm very excited. All right. So now, the other thing I wanted to show you, we have our resin is already mixed up. I'm just going to give it one more stir. Scrape the sides and edges. Okay. I'm going to slide that off to the side. Alright. Take that out of there. Also, always have baby wipes standing by when you're working with resin. They are your friend. Okay. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm not going to pour this whole thing. I'm only going to pour about an ounce to start with, and I'm going to kind of spread it around with my fingers. That's probably more than enough. Okay. It feels warm. I'm also keeping the resin on the heating pad while I'm not using it, to keep it warm and fluid and movable. I think actually we need some more on here. I'm glad I didn't just mix up an ounce. I'm just spreading this out to cover, because this is going to be the glue that holds that template onto the glass. It's not actually glass, plexiglass. And not more.
You're trying to make a base coat there.
Well, it is kind of a base coat. It has to be enough on there for it to stick, you know? And the Art Resin is self-leveling. I really like using this stuff because it does not have a smell. I know some people have used resins that are extremely stinky, and I'm glad that this one is not. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of smooth it out and make sure it's all covered. We're going to torch this. I know it's not the big huge torch, but alright, gently pick up this beautiful tree. Make sure that it is all. Oh, that's so cool. It kind of like does this slinky thing. Okay. How does that look each way?
Looks great from here.
Do you think I should try to get it like on top of the...
I would think not. I would think you'd want to leave as much volume
make
as
sure
possible.
that it's like touching though.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of resin on here at all, actually. There is. It's
Maybe
like there's
take-
an ounce and a half in there.
Maybe.
Looks pretty cool. Alright, so now that this one is finished, I'm just going to pick it up. And then I'm going to put it right over here to dry. So we'll come back to that when it is dry. Okay, so that's cool. I'm very excited to play with these. When they are dry, we will come back and we will fill them up with you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be right back. Hello again, my beautiful people. I'm very excited. Our resin has cured. It's been almost exactly 24 hours. I can't wait any longer. I want to do this. HOA went ahead and peeled off the protective backing, and look how pretty this looks. I am so excited. I cannot wait to play with this. I have put it on top of a 12 by 12 that's white, just so that you guys can see the colors better while we're doing this. Let me show you the colors that I'm using real quick. I have mixed up my resin, and I have put This Little Piggy pigments in there, which I'm very, very excited about. This first one is Cappuccino, which is a lovely deep brown. That's going to be our tree trunk and our branches. And then I have Cinnamon, which you guys know how much I love. A copper obsession. Then I have some Horizon mixed up, which is that beautiful orange. And I have one of the new piggies. This one is Honeycomb, that just came out, that I haven't ever played with yet, but I'm very excited to play with. Beautiful. And then I have another new one. This is Prehnite, which is just beautiful. Kind of like a sagey, silvery green. Really, really pretty stuff. And then I have one of my favorites. This is Boastful. I could not resist the chance to use this one. So I'm super excited. I do have more resin just in case we need it. I don't think we're gonna need a lot for this at all because it's very, very shallow. I'm gonna be using one of my little stir sticks from Fluid Art Co. to see how it goes. In the video that I had watched from Pour Away Fluid Arts, they were actually pinching the tip of the cup and pouring, but that was a bigger space. So since this is a smaller leaf that we're filling in, I may not do that. I may just use it off the spoon. So the first thing that I think we should do, HOA, and you tell me what you think, is I think I should fill in the trunk and the branches.
I agree completely.
Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses on. Probably not going to talk very much, and this might get sped up. So, here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is Cappuccino. Okay, that's all right. That's what baby wipes are for. Okay, I'm gonna use a bamboo skewer. Off of there. I just did that after I said I wasn't gonna do that too, didn't I? I think you guys are used to that. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of touch this along there and see if we can't guide some into these channels. Okay, HOA, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now that you were probably right, and I probably should have used a little bit less resin to adhere the tree because there is not a lot of space in some of these to fill up. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. You don't have to do that.
But like right here, there's plenty of room. This is so much fun. It's like coloring.
But the lines are already there.
Yes, exactly.
It's easy to color in the lines.
Exactly. And I am keeping my resin warm on that heating pad that I showed you guys yesterday, which is one reason that it spread out so nice and filled up that trunk so easily. And I'm just kind of pulling some from over there into this branch.
Maybe use the fat end.
There you go, being brilliant again, honey.
Just trying to be like you, honey.
The pointy end for the skinny parts. What if I dip the pointy end of the stick in the cup and use that? That seemed to work pretty good. such a beautiful color, that cappuccino.
Reminds me of those tiny little paintings people used to do when they would paint with a matchstick.
Yeah, definitely.
Like for doll houses or something.
Okay. Awesome. Now we're going to move up into this area. Actually, let's switch gears for a minute. Let's put some green in there. I'm just going to try pouring it just first to see. This is the Boastful. So that's good. But I can pour it. So I'm just going to go put a few of these in here. I think I'm going to get rid of the spinner. It's moving. God, that's so pretty. Look at that.
Supposed to be blank.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Let's see. I got excited. Q-tips would probably also be very good to use in this application.
Should I get
No.
a minion to bring us some Q-tips?
The minion, no. All right, so HOA being correct as usual. So annoying, he's always right. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of the trunk a little bit so I can try not to make the same mistake again like I just did. Kill my back if I keep standing there bending over like that. Okay. Work smarter, not harder. kids were in school, this is actually a really funny story, and Vivian had coloring homework. You know, me being a little bit OCD like I am sometimes. I got a note home from the teacher one day that said, "Mrs. Blagus, please let Vivi color."
Her own.
I was like, well, fine. And then I think you said, why don't you just get your own coloring book?
And then I bought you some coloring books.
Exactly. So then I was playing with the coloring books while they were. And that actually just kind of became kind of a little habit while they were doing homework. You remember I used to sit there and color?
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Love it. I almost feel like we need another color. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we should do? Which color would you prefer?
A darker red.
Okay, can do that. Okay, options for another red would either be, if we're staying in the piggy theme, we could use Grenache, which is very red and sparkly.
I like that.
Or I could use Arteza's Bordeaux red, which is very
No, I like the piggy.
You want the piggy? Let's get another little cup. I'm gonna pour some of this resin in here. Yeah, see, it's really warm. I'm gonna keep playing with it after we, because I can sit here all day. But this was a lot of fun. I don't anticipate it taking very, very long to dry, and when it is dry, I will show you. Do you think I can, like, kind of lift it a little bit each way for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Quick.
Yep, got it.
Let's take it back that way just a smidge. Okay, but that's awesome. I love the way this looks. This was This Little Piggy in Boastful, and in Cappuccino, and in Grenache, and Horizon, and Honeycomb, and Prehnite, and just beautiful. So I really love this. There's so many different ways that you could play with this and fill it for different seasons. So many ideas. So this was a lot of fun. I will show you guys when it's completely dry. Also wanted to show you guys this 12 by 12 frame that I got on Amazon. I'm going to take that glass out and put that in there, and I might do another one on some real glass. So we'll see. This was a lot of fun. I do have more to play with. I have this one that we put together, and then I have one more over here with the mandala, and then there's a couple other ones that I have over there. So this is a lot of fun, and I you know, this is awesome. So, and I think these would make great gifts as well. So HOA also had an idea of using it on top of a pour, which we might give that a try also. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I sped it up for you. and I'll show you guys when it's dry. Thanks for being here with us. Have a great day.
What you got there, buddy? To your friend?
Baxter is ecstatic that it has stopped raining now.
And he can be a Rockweiler again. What you got? Baxie, what is that? What is that? You silly dog. Say hi. Oh, you got two right there. Which one to pick? Roo, 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 roo. Tell me, baby, what's the matter? What you got? What is that? This is why your nose is always dirty. Yes, I know. It doesn't matter. You silly boy. Say happy holidays, everybody. Roo, roo. That's the wrong end, Bax. Can you turn around? Thank you. We just played with our rock. And now we're sleepy. The best is when the lip. There. Oh, he's a good baby. He's a good boy. My sweet puppy dog. How dirty your nose is now. You silly puppy dog. Come on, do it again. Playing with those rocks takes it out of you, huh, Bax?